All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all, Niger Watch family. How are you guys doing today? I understand some of you will be surprised that, oh, I'm here. Where's Ima? Okay, we'll be having technical situation since morning. As you can see that we are even late. So for this broadcast not to be cut out, so I have to come in replacement of Ima. Ima is facing some technical situation. You know how it is in Nigeria. Anything can happen and truncate your plans. Yes, but don't worry. We have a lot to talk about this morning. You can use the link to join us and let's talk about the things that's affecting you and I. We're going to be doing it in a different way. Ima have our ways and we have our own ways. So we're going to be taking you through the latest news that is currently going on already in this morning. And yeah, join us. Let's talk. Let's talk. How you guys doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Depend on your own region. Depend on where you are joining us from. Appreciate every one of you. Can see on the comment section, mother of all is already with me here. Good morning to you, mommy. Greatest mommy of all. Thank you very much for joining us. And I can see good morning to you, sir. Thanks very much for joining us. I can see Faith. Favor, thanks for joining us. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. I'm not too sure where everybody's watching me from, so I like to greet according to the region. I can see Osaga Dad is joining us. Good morning to you, sir. Kingsley Ogerahi, good morning, good morning, good morning, my people. Use the link, join us. Let's talk about the things that's affecting you and I. Yes. It's good to be here doing the morning show. I think it's been a while I've done this. Yeah, but we're gonna do it, like I said, my own way. You know, say my guy own way, so I'll do it my way. All right. Yes, where we can talk and talk about the things that's affecting us. So the best that we can do for ourselves right now is to help us to share this broadcast. Share the broadcast. Help us to like the broadcast as well. Okay, Jesus is King, brother Nice. Good morning to you, my brother. How are you doing today?
Hello. Good morning, Mr. Najawash.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. I just want to thank you for all you do every day. Between you and all of us now, we're not going to get this platform.
Yeah.
Thank you, my brother. I appreciate you always.
I said when I saw you, I said, are you capable to do it the way our Miss Ima do it?
You know,
So
say
you already said you say you will do it your own way.
Yes, so show. So she's professional in this part. So for me, I want you doing, you know, the way we did do by ourselves now. So you're running like that. As long as say we arrive at somewhere. Okay. I just want you guys to help us to share this broadcast, and let's start with this. But I'm gonna take a minute break. Now make me talk and just not say I want to do my own way. Oh, my way. My girl, we. So let's take a minute break. Let's have more shares quickly. You know, whenever I'm here, it's all about Peter Obi. So make no verse. Although we're going to be talking about the news that you're seeing right there on the screen, but I would like us to take a quick break. You know, a quick break on this. Then we'll come back again. God bless you all.
Nigeria. The man that will lead us to victory come 2023. Peter Obi for president. For Naija. Obedient for I'm obedient. Peter Obi for president. For Naija. Obedient for president. Peter Obi for president.
Production.
All right, we're back again. Thank you very much, my people. I know say for morning like this, I know they use my coffee, they play. So look at another verse. Yes. How that do? How not day? How I take talk that one again. Get it. How is you? Yes, how is you? How is everyone? Pigeon. Pigeon get different directions, sha. I'll speak on the way we take Noah. All right. How not day this morning, my people? Yes, thank you very much for joining us. I appreciate every one of you. Let's move on. As you can see right there, Buhari furious over the killing of lawyer Bolanle. The situation is still currently going on. Why Wike and other aggrieved governors set to endorse Obi. Now me put on like that, say they are set to endorse Obi because on the 5th of January, they set that date aside to declare their presidential candidates. According to what we are seeing right now, as you can see right there, aggrieved governors may endorse Obasanjo's candidate January 5th. Who is Obasanjo's candidate? Obasanjo doesn't have anything to do with Tinubu. We only have two people in front line right now. For these people as an option. So for me, it's going to be Obi. To be honest, if Wike, if they make mistake, go endorse somebody else. I know wish you're not gonna be like say with the threatening in advance, but we're not gonna threaten him in advance. As you can see right there. I'd like to quickly take this. Wike G5 turns between Tinubu, Labour Party, Peter Obi. Let us quickly take this together. Although I have different narrative here on this, I also have this here. PDP crisis, aggrieved governors may endorse Obasanjo's candidate January 5th. Okay, why that one is right there. Different write-up. This one is from the Punch. Although I have a Vanguard here as well. Let me see if both of them are the same thing. If they're not the same thing, I'll read it differently. But as you can see right there, okay, let's just okay, 1 minute, my people. Please help us to share this broadcast. Please help us to share. Let others know that we are right here. It's going to be a hot topic. Trust me. I have a couple of wonderful, great videos for you. Let's have a wonderful morning. We're still having our Christmas. Today's 28th December 2022. Okay. There are strong indications that the 5 aggrieved People Democratic Party governors may endorse their preferred presidential candidate on January 5th, barring any unforeseen circumstances. The Punch gathered on Tuesday that the governors who are presently meeting in London, United Kingdom, might be influenced by former President Olusegun Obasanjo advice that the presidency should come to the southeast in 2023. Governor Wike, Rivers State, Seyi Makinde, Oyo, Okezie, Ikpezu, Abia, Samuel Elton, Benue, and Ifeanyi of Enugu State, and some political heavyweights from the south had parted ways with the PDP presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar over his alleged refusal to prevail on the PDP national chairman Aiyosha Ayu to resign after Atiku, a northerner, clinched the presidential ticket of the party. Okay, I have another version here, I guess. Let me quickly go through another version here. I think this one is one. Okay. All right. This one says the other version. Let me put on the screen so that you can just have the heading, know where I'm ready from. I'm ready from here, which is Vanguard. Let me take on this one. Yes, Wike 5G turn between Tinubu, Labour Party, and Peter Obi. Feelers from the G5 camp indicate that the governors are torn between declaring support for the candidate of All Progressive Congress APC Asiwaju Bola Tinubu and that of Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi. A usually reliable source within the G4-5 governors camp who confided in Vanguard said, unquote, the governors are considering giving their support to either of the two. Okay. Continue, unquote. One of the governors is making a case for Obi, but others add that he lacks the support based over the 36 states and Abuja. Those in the camp argue that should he emerge victorious, we will be returning to square one because he will not enjoy the majority in the National Assembly and thus will find it difficult to pass legislation required for him to make the reforms he has been conversing. On the other hand, those among them making a case for Asiwaju are of view that party being the ruling party has the requisite spread. They also allude to the fact that the candidate so far appears to recognize the disaster the APC represent at the center, so they cannot be trusted. All right, I'm going to stop that right there because it looks like it was an interview. It's very, very long, very, very long. Okay, we're going to stop that there so that we're not going to bore ourselves this morning. The headline is already there, although I'm not going to do this like a headline broadcast. We're going to do it in depth. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Join us. As you can as well see right there, Buhari furious over killing of Lagos lawyer by policeman. Yes. We are going to be taking all this through and see more. And on the right hand side, you can see right there. Okay, let me just put that on the screen. You can see right there. That is the mother of the pregnant lawyer that was shot dead by the police officer. Yes, that video yesterday. I'm supposed to bring the video here, but the mother was speaking Yoruba from beginning to the end. So I understand many people might not be able to digest that. But that video was very touchy. The woman was not happy. The woman was heartbroken. It's very, very sad to see things happen this way. And she was pregnant with twins. That's another thing, Jesus Christ. Bolale Rahim was pregnant with twins because she had a child before. She was killed in front of her child, her husband, her sister, and her children. You know, so her chest was shut, opened. So the mother talked about so many things, how she hoped, you know, to train her in school, to become a lawyer and all that, you know, blah, blah, blah. It's painful. It's very, very sad to see things going on this way. Okay, we have a couple of videos that I'd like to take us through on so that we can get this. It's very, very sad. The Lagos police officer came out this morning talking about, I already have the video here, but 20 minutes ago, I guess, or 30 minutes ago. So we're going to be taking on that as well, but let's quickly take on this first, you know, then we take it from there. God bless you all. Please help us to share. God bless.
The police have announced the arrest of an officer who shot and killed a lawyer in Lagos. Bolale Rahim was fatally shot by police officers on Christmas Day in Ajah area a few hours ago. A Lagos police spokesperson said the officer has since been taken into custody alongside his team members. The IGP Usman Baba has condemned the killing. He said the incident is against the standard operating procedure and rules of engagement of the force. Meanwhile, the Nigeria Bar Association says it will ensure justice is served on the case. The president of the association, Yakubu Maikayu, says he is closely monitoring the situation. And the Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, has condemned Rahim's killing. In a statement, Sanwo-Olu vowed that justice will be done in the case. He also sympathized with the family and friends of the deceased and describing the incident as mindless shooting of a citizen. He said the government will support the police in investigation and appeal to residents to remain calm and not to take laws into their hands. A lot to talk about. Very, very sad one. We don't learn in this country.
Very heartbreaking, very heartbreaking. So as you've mentioned, as you said, Rufai, this unfortunate incident happened on Christmas Day, a day when a number of people were spending time with family, rejoicing, particularly people, Christians or people who celebrate the birth of Christ. So this Lagos lawyer, Bolanle Rahim, was said at 11 a.m. to be driving alongside her sister, who was in the car, and 4 children, one of which was her own daughter. She was stopped by the police at the Ajah roundabout, and while she was trying to navigate to park, the vehicle was navigating. The police shot at the vehicle, and the bullet hit her and killed her. On getting to the hospital where she was rushed to, she was confirmed dead. Very sad, very unfortunate. There have been some reactions, as you've seen there. The Lagos State Governor, Babajide Sanwo.
And if they are doing any investigation on this lady, you see, you can see all the headline for the past, since Christmas, today is 28th, for the past 3 days or 4, all the headlines still carrying this woman, because this is pathetic. This is unbearable. This is something that is unacceptable. It's unacceptable. These are the things that we are talking about all the time. You see people fight us. Yes, when we talk about things like this, people go, they fight us. No, blah, 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 and all that. Somebody coming to my life the other day saying, Naja Wash, why you put Obi for head? What are you talking about? This woman, her life is gone now. What are you talking about? Before you write, do you even think? Do you even think? You know, listen to yourself. A lawyer, do you know how many years it takes for you to become a lawyer? I spent 4 years in the university. In law, I believe they spent up to 7 years. And that's it. She was pregnant with twins. She was murdered, killed in presence of a little child, in presence of her husband. Just imagine, how can that man ever move on? In present, the man was the one driving. They're coming from church. Just like that. I understand every prominent names, big names in Nigeria are talking about it now. Buhari is very furious, very angry. Governors, all the presidential candidates, everybody. Do you know why? Because she's a lawyer? Or maybe because it happens in a day, you know, a very important day where everybody have to talk about it. But let's go back to those that have been murdered, killed, kidnapped, raped, beheaded in different kinds in Nigeria that people don't talk about. Do you know probably some people have been killed already this morning in Nigeria? You and I might not talk about it because we didn't hear about it. This is pathetic. Look how beautiful she is. Her life have been cut short just because of the unprofessional act by hoodlums in the name or in the uniform of police. This same police station, I've encountered situation with them. I've had an encounter with them in that same Aggrieved police station. They are very, very notorious there. Yes, they are very notorious there. The next video I'll be playing, you know, the commissioner of police is aware of it. I don't want to go there. I don't want to bring my own issue here. These people, the next thing they are saying, I don't care who you are. I don't care who your father is. I don't care where you came from. If you make me vex, I go shoot you. These are the talk on that police station. I go shoot you. I'll first shoot you first. I'll your first kill you first before anything will happen. They will go to judge the case for court. That's what they were saying. I have a long note that I wrote to IG, and I also wrote to the commissioner of police in Lagos. I have evidence of everything I'm talking about now. 1 or 2 people that is close to me is aware of this. That same police station, the key for phone in Naija, the key for phone. And there's no way you can escape that Tony in under that bridge there in Aja, because when you are going back to Lekki, you need to go there and turn, then go back all the way. How long are we going to continue like this? Let's listen further to this. It's very sad.
The IG of Police, Baba Usman, the Lagos State Commissioner of Police as well has spoken. The Lagos State Command has spoken through their spokesman, Ben Hundeyin. And it's been identified that the person who killed the policeman who fired the shot, is an assistant superintendent of police attached to the Ajiwe division in Aja. Unfortunately, earlier this month, the same Ajiwe Police Division was in the headlines for another young 31-year-old Nigerian who lost his life by stray bullet. One, Gafar Buraimo, was identified as being killed by stray bullet from a policeman from the Ajiwe Division. Unfortunately, the Ajiwe Division of the Aja Police Station in Aja is notorious. I myself have had an experience at that division.
Can you imagine? Can you just imagine? Let's listen to this. I never listened to these parts.
Notorious. I myself have had an experience at that division where my brother-in-law was picked up, where he went to see off his friend, was picked up and bundled to the police station. On getting there, thinking I could, have conversations, and they started to shoot sporadically in the air. A stray bullet could have hit someone. It put the fear in me that I didn't even know existed. And so this is what Nigerians face on a day-to-day, not day-to-day basis, but very frequently, where we are living in fear of policemen who are supposed to be protecting lives and properties. Now, just going again to what's happened. So what would justice look like? Because Nigerians have been calling, rightfully so, for justice. Some newspapers have identified the said policeman. The spokesperson of the Lagos State Command has said that he's been taken into custody alongside the two officers who were with him. Now, they said there'll be speedy investigations, that's good. But beyond speedy investigations, which I'm hoping the police would be accountable to the Nigerian people in terms of what they've done, the process, and the eventual consequence, if indeed this policeman is found guilty in the courts. What we're asking for beyond that is this. We want prevention. Like Rufai said earlier on, how many deaths do we have to record to begin to take this very seriously? Don't forget, the same police brutality gave rise to the agitations by young people that gave rise to EndSARS in 2020. Unfortunately, we're still having to deal with this. First is right from the screening process of the police. Who are the kind of men and women that are recruited into joining the police force in Nigeria? What procedures are done to ensure that men and women who be entrusted with firearms are able and capable mentally, physically, emotionally to handle firearms? Next thing is training and retraining of our police personnel. This cannot be emphasized enough. We have talked about this a number of times. Are our policemen in Nigeria trained enough? The third, of course, around this is consequences. When there are erring policemen like this, let us see heavy punishment as a deterrent to others and to assure Nigerians that indeed the police is your friend and not your enemy. And finally, I must speak for the police in terms of better remuneration, better welfare. Let us restore the dignity of the police force so that those men and women who stand on our streets are able and ready to do what they were recruited to do, which is to protect the lives and properties of Nigerians.
Dr. Abati?
All right. Thank you very much, my people. We are going to move on to the other video soon. You see, I think the only thing that will make me happy now is for them to put this police officer in a firing squad. Nigerians will go there and watch the way it used to be back in the days. Yes, they'll tie him in a drum. For some of you, I remember how they killed them, Anini and all those then. They'll tie him in the drum. Anybody affiliated to these killings, all of them, we all will go there, we will watch them, then we execute them. I don't want to see he has been sentenced to life. I'm not interested. This is one of the things we were saying the other day. I'm not interested on that. They have to execute him. And they have to be public execution. That is my take on this. The pain is too much. Look at the husband. He's finished forever. They said they prayed. They went to different churches all over Nigeria to, pray to God. They hoping for her to get pregnant. Because it took her years to get pregnant for the second time or so. The story is coming out. This is it. Just like that. Just like that. When we talk about things like this, some people get bored. It could not be you it happen to. Some people say, I beg you, it don't fail the apple before now. People know they die. If you don't lose your loved ones, you're not going to understand how painful it is. I pray we never, none of us, lose anybody close to us. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you very much, my people. Before we move on, let's take the other video together so that we can take all of them at the same time. This one is just a couple of minutes ago. Let's hear from the Lagos State Police Commissioner.
Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu sent a delegation to console the family at their home in Ajah. The Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice, Moyo Onigbanjo, who led the team, delivered a message of assurance from the governor that justice will be done in the matter. Onigbanjo said the matter will be charged to court as soon as possible. He sends the case file and promised to lead the prosecution to show the seriousness the government attaches to the matter. In the Lagos State delegation were Special Advisor Tumbosun Alake, Head of Service Muri Okunla, Women and Poverty Alleviation Commissioner Bolaji Dada, and Commissioner for Information and Strategy Benga Omotosho. Well, the Lagos State Commissioner of Police, Abiodun Alabi, has also visited the residence of the late Bolanle Rahim. Alabi arrived at the residence located at the Ajah axis of Lagos on Tuesday evening. Speaking during the visit, the Lagos Police Commissioner assures the family that justice will prevail. Meanwhile, the Lagos State Police Command has identified an Assistant Superintendent of Police, Drambi Vandi, as the officer who shot Bolanle Rahim. The command spokesperson, Benjamin Hudain, said Vandi, attached to the Ajiwe Police Division in the Ajah area of the state, has been transferred to the State Criminal Investigation Department. He promised that the investigation into the death of the lawyer will be swift. Meanwhile, Hudain also confirmed that 2 officers arrested over the killing of Bolanle Rahim would be released. The officers were present when Vandi shot Rahim in front of her family on Christmas Day. Well, joining us now to provide more insight on the killing of Bolanle Rahim is the Lagos State Police Commissioner spokesperson, Benjamin Hudain. Thank you very much for joining us on Newsnight tonight. Well, are we any closer to finding out exactly what circumstances led to the unfortunate killing by the police, that ASP of Bolanle Rahim?
Yes, I would say we are closer to finding out what really happened because investigation has commenced, and with each passing day, we're getting closer to having the reports of the investigation. So in a couple of days, I'm sure that the report will be out and everybody would know what's really transpired because we are going to make it public.
Are there any specifics in terms of what you're finding out in the course of your investigation that you can put out there that Nigerians, can be informed of?
Well, for now, I've not laid my hands on the investigation report, so I wouldn't be able to give specifics, but I can confirm that ASP Drambi Vandi was the one who shot, and the other 2 people with him, the other 2 officers with him, were not part of that shooting because it caught them unawares too, and for that reason, they are going to be released. only the person who committed the offense would face the music.
Well, one recurring word, whether it's the President Muhammadu Buhari that's speaking or the CP who visited that family and every other person, justice is one word that's been coming up. What are the guarantees that Bolale Rahim will not be just another statistic? I mean, because 3 weeks ago, one Gafaru Braimo was killed in the same axis. The same police station, the Ajiwe police station involved in the matter. What assurances are you giving Nigerians that justice indeed will be done? And how soon?
Well, justice in this case is going to be immediate. So I can say very soon. You can tell because we met with the family the same day this incident happened. We also met with the NBA at the police headquarters. And today,
okay, I'm going to pause that, because I need to contribute as this video is going. This swift response, how come is not applied to all Nigerians? That's my concern. This swift response now, one, the trending news right now, number one trending news right now is this lady that was killed, Bolanle Rahim. If you go on Twitter, she's the one trending. On Facebook, she's the one trending. On Instagram, she's the one trending. On YouTube, she's the one trending. So Nigerian government cannot avoid this response. So I believe that's why they are doing everything they are doing right now. Remember, the same Ajiwe police station killed somebody 3 weeks ago. Just 3 weeks ago, not 3 years old, not 3 months, 3 weeks ago. Everybody talked about it. We also talk about it here briefly. Many other people talk about it. That's it. The case was already almost forgotten. Just 3 weeks ago. Now this happened. Now, because nobody is asking these people question, any question you ask them, they answer whatever they can answer. You can't do anything about it. Because if it was a working country, they're supposed to take everything back again to 3 weeks ago. Whoever that was in charge of that killing 3 weeks ago should be executed. We should start it from there. Because this one now, very soon, yes, we are going to see the result. We're going to see the, obviously, in the next 48 hours or 72 hours, obviously, we are going to see justice for Bolale Rahim. It's obviously. We will see this. We already know because everybody's on it. But what about the one that happened 3 weeks ago? Can we take it from there? Can they take that person and this man, Vandy Drambi, whoever the ASP that killed Bolale, tie both of them in a drum and execute them publicly? These are the things mainstream media should be asking them. Divert. Originally, we planned to talk about this. Yeah, diversion is allowed. As you they ask them this one, just divert straight. Okay, sir. We wanted to talk about the one that happened 3 weeks ago. Can the two cases be taken at the same time? Because this, to me, this is authentic. This is authentic response. Because, why do I label it identical? Because everybody is already on it. So there's no way you can run away from it. Just 3 weeks ago, so less than 3 weeks, 2 have been gunned down by police. That means police brutality is still going on in Nigeria. Upon all the cry, all the agitation, protests that happen in NSAS. And some people are still saying they want Tinubu. Now Tinubu get Lagos now. Not be so not talking. Yes, Tinubu build Lagos. He get Lagos. Lagos is built with touts. Touts everywhere. This is what happened last week. I showcased it here. In the evening, but between 7 to 8 p.m., hoodlums were attacking cars, destroying cars, stealing from people, doing everything they like. And this same spot that I'm about to show you right now is about 5 minutes away from the same Ajiwe police station. None of them turned up. Watch this video quickly.
This is a robbery. This is a robbery. This is a play that will tell you.
This is not accident. It was robbery. Robbery in a main road, major road. This is Lagos Ekpe Expressway. Lekki Ekpe Expressway. Now na the CISO. They were robbing from one car to another. If you did not open your car, they will destroy the glass. Robbing people. The same Lagos when I say Tinubu build. This is Sky Mall. It's a popular cinema in the island. Very, very popular. For those of you that live in Lagos, this is Sky Mall. It was happening right in front of Sky Mall. A lot is happening that nobody is talking about. A lot. Let's hear further with this, then we can start talking.
Very soon. You can tell because we met with the family the same day this incident happened. We also met with the NBA at the police headquarters. And today, the Commissioner of Police in Lagos State, CP Abiodun Alabi, was also at the family residence to assure them that justice will be served and swiftly too. So in this particular case, we have also promised the public that we are going to update them regularly on what we're doing. So
when I hear that, in this particular case, I told you guys, because this case, you can't avoid it. Everybody is on it. You just imagine, in this particular case, what happened to the other cases? Nigeria is finished. If we now fail to make Obi the next president, don't worry. From here, we would report everything. I rebuke it, I rebuke it. My hope for Obi to become president. But if we fail, you wait, they say now see what you want, now article you want. The money where they pay you go finish, go finish. It go finish. You will be suffering upon the money they paid to you. Upon the money they paid you, you will still be suffering. Then you will look back, but you can't go back no more. Because the damage have been done. You still have the time to prevent it now. The time is now. Now. We are not supporting Obi because we love him. Get this right. This is not about applying emotions. No. When we were supporting Obaseki, we were not supporting Obaseki because we love him. We were supporting Obaseki because of the injustice Oshomole brought into Edo State politics. How they deny him ticket, how they try everything possible to take the governorship position from him. Like I see what you did in Lagos with Ambode. So we said, no, if it happens in Lagos, it can never happen in Edo. Everybody know how Edo people be. Say, no, that's why we supported Obaseki, who betrayed the Edo people today. It was not because of emotion. So, Obi, Peter Obi, we are not supporting him because we know him one-on-one. I don't know Peter Obi. In fact, many of us, is because of this presidential election, many of us now get to know the proper history of Peter Obi. I've not been following all his records because I was not having interest. Immediately when he declared as a president to become as a presidential aspirant, that's when everybody started doing research. It's just like you watching me right now. If you declare to become a governor of Edo State today, you see the way people go bring your history will happen 90 come. Or say Israel saying you want to become governor. Okay. I know Israel that time now, 1992. Me and Israel, we gotta do one drug business. We can't share money. You'll see everything you do secretly, people go break and come out. Now there you go. No. That's why I talk about what do you want to be remembered for? What kind of footprint are you leaving behind now? Because it's going to come back to haunt you. The only candidate that is free right now amongst all candidates, nothing to say about him. Even Showore, they still get one thing to talk about Showore because some people they just say Showore work with whatever they paid, he worked for Buhari and all that, blah blah blah. He's still denying that. He came to our platform the other day. They asked him, he denied it. Said, "I'm not too sure. I'm not sure about the sanctity." But they don't have anything to say about Peter Obi. You know what that means in Nigeria, where corruption is not like a legitimate business. But nobody have anything to say about this man. So what can you learn from that? It means that you can refrain from anything you are doing right now that you think nobody knows about it. You can. It's not too late. You can, because you don't know where your destiny is taking you to tomorrow. You don't know. Let's listen 1 minute more.
So people can rest assured that nothing will be swept under the rug.
Well, it is clear that, I mean, the president himself attested to the fact that reforms had been in place within the police system. Is it a failure of, this reforms within the police that would make an ASP who has spent over 30 years in the police force, has barely 2 years to retire, would find himself in this kind of situation? Are these reforms failing?
Well, we can't call it a failure of reforms because it all depends on what you want to focus on. If you want to focus on the impact of the reforms, you would see that these reforms are actually working in many areas of the force. But unfortunately, one errant officer has misbehaved, and we can't use that one incident to say that the entire reforms have failed.
No, sir, I'm sorry. I wish I was the one interviewing this man here. All the reforms failed. They are failed. They are still failing. You see, this is one of the things. In fact, we'll stop this video here. We'll start the talk. Because everybody is aware of this killing, that's why these people are responding. You can see he's still defending some areas. Just imagine. He's still defending some areas. He said we should focus on this particular one. We cannot, because of this particular one, to generalize. Tell me any angle, police angles that is working or reform. Tell me. All of them failed. Nothing is working. Okay, I just testified to this Aggrieved police station with lots of evidence. Ayo from Arise just testified as well as a victim. Do you know how many other people that don't have the means to speak about this police station or others? Brother Nice, let's start talking. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate every one of you. Thanks for joining us. I can see on the comment section, James Morgan just joining us. Thanks for joining us. Good morning to you. Princess Christian, I see you right there. Samuel Olaka, I see you right there. Good morning. Good morning. Sonia Alex, good morning. Vine Maxwell, good morning to you, sir. I appreciate every one of you. Please help us to share this broadcast. Let's talk about this broadcast. God bless you all. Brother Nice, please talk to us.
Can I just take in place of Brother Nice? Brother Nice, I'm very, very sorry.
Okay,
yeah,
that's
Machiavelli,
fine.
I saw your message. Carry on, Machiavelli.
Thank you so much, my brother. Good morning to everyone. Good day to most of you who are still waking up. Good morning, Nigeria. Thank you for bringing this analysis and this video. And thank you for those who are in the comment section. Good morning. And those to the concerned citizen. You can see my voice is kind of calm because this is a very sad situation. When we come here to speak, people laugh at us in a system that is not just for its own citizens. I talk about the rule of law and everything. Everything is playing out on this case right now. I'll start from one. Now, did you just hear is that the Commissioner of Police or the CP talking? Did you just hear? He said this particular case, underline that word. That's number one. And number two, the person who did this act is an ASP, that is an Assistant Superintendent of Police. It's not a common constable or a sergeant. Underline that word. Do you now know that most of all the executive power holders are not talking about this case? Do you know why? Because it concerns the NBA, Nigerian Bar Association. What is the Nigerian Bar Association? What is the function? This is a judicial function that interprets the law. Okay, meaning what is the police? The police are there to maintain law and order. So you see that the whole sector, they failed. And they're talking about an investigation. How does the investigation start? Right from there. And they are still telling you that the investigation, we are going to commence it, we are going to do this one. Are you joking? Now, the police force, how many of these people are actually really vetted? We cannot tell, I can't tell you that. How many of these police officers we have in Nigeria actually know their oath? If you've seen a police officer sometimes and you come up with the camera, you see the police trying to put off the camera and you ask the police, are you under oath today? Tell me, he doesn't even understand what you are saying and he doesn't even know what that thing means. They break your fundamental right and they don't know. Now, Mr. Nijawosh, you live in the United Kingdom. Would you ever see a police roadblock in everywhere you go in the United Kingdom?
Never. Never.
Okay. The reason is because we live in a society where anything goes. Everybody wants to go and make money. You are putting a roadblock for what reason? Is there any probable cause that something else is coming into the city that you have to? That is when the police will mark a roadblock, because there's nothing like that.
And even the roadblock that they are putting in Nigeria, they are using it to collect money, not for any other purpose.
Exactly.
Whenever police stop me, as I roll down my window, because my window is tinted, as I roll it down, that's sir, now you be that, wait till you get for your boys. So they don't know if I have somebody in the boot or,
exactly.
They are not doing anything with it.
That is what I said. We're coming to that place. I'm trying to give you specific points so that I will root it to what this guy just spoke. What are you doing there? The ASP who must have lead the team. What is the problem that led you to that, that made you, do that? Now, this person, you are causing a public nuisance because you are stopping this person. You are also putting the road users in also another problem because you are not actually doing it in the right way. If a police pulls you over here, they have to, if they notice there's something not right, they go beside you and they sound their siren and they tell you to park, and you park. They would not even harass you. They'll come to you and say, hello, how are you? Good day, sir, or good day, madam. Be very quiet too. But the situation we have in Nigeria is a kind of, no, they don't even care. Stop! You're just, causing blunders on the road. Even those escorting the governors, and they are causing a lot of hazard on the road. They don't even know their duty. I met a police officer back in Nigeria, and he was actually violating the right of a bus driver. Then I went to him. I said, are you under your oath today? He doesn't even understand what I'm talking about. Why are you stopping this man for no reason? He could not give me an answer. Do you know what he said to me? I'll be taking you to the station. I said, we can go. As far as there's no animal sleeping in the cell, or you don't ask questions, then we can go. If you want to kill, you can kill. He was threatening me because I was questioning what he is doing. In a society that is just, will you see that? In every country where you live today, a police officer cannot just come to you and violate your right. You ask questions. And the other day we talked about we holding cameras. You see what the police, they were abusing those who were holding camera. They were even telling someone who came with his wife, a white girl, telling, and it was on social media. The wife saw the way they were harassing him. He brought out her camera and started recording. Do you know that the police walked up to her and said, you can't record? And the lady told her that this is the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It's a democratic system. Go and read your laws well. This is my property. You cannot invade it. I have the right to do it. Somebody is not instructing a police officer their own what they have to do. It's a shame. And this police officer is telling you now that when this woman is made, how many people have you trained? Do you think that this lack of training? He said, no, the training is going well. Now, how does the training go well? The police officer, they don't know when to hold a gun. They don't know when to use applied force. They don't even know how to combat all those kind of things. They don't have the tactics, nothing. Now, when somebody is being arrested, do you still know that you still pay for bail in Nigeria, even when it is written, bail is free? Do you know that? So how has that got, where is the training coming from? And how many amenities do you have in your station that actually gives this training? Some of these police don't even know how to relieve handcuffs. They don't even know how to use handcuffs. They don't even know how to restrain someone. They don't know anything. Some of them are being recruited just because I know this one, I know this politician, I know this lawyer, I know this one. That is how our police is being.
Nepotism I'm talking about. Nepotism.
Yes.
Part of
I
the
know you.
we have in Nigeria.
This is the reason why whenever I come here, I tell you the norms the Nigerians actually left, because they just let this thing to thrive. And that is why this thing is now hitting back on us as citizens. Who are the people suffering it now? Is the citizen. What about the other guy that was killed by the police? Why was an investigation not open for him? Because you know why? He's an ordinary civilian. He's just a private person. This person we're talking about now is in the NBA, the Nigerian Bar Association. So you see, everybody is now want to sit down. This is why we tell you that the rule of law does not work there. We want a system that is just for everybody. Whether you are a shoemaker, whether you are a pure water seller, or anything you want to call. When a law is a law, is a law. It applies to everybody. I keep telling you here, the laws I know in every countries of the world, apart from Nigeria, is blind. He does not know his mother, father, uncle, anyone associated to his family, or neither his clones. But here we are. Don't be surprised. This investigation, it will just go, see you later. We will not hear about it. They will just go and look for a way to sort them out and say, take this compensation, we are okay. But has this thing changed? Now that you have seen this problem in the same spot that this same incident is going on and on, what measures have you put? Did they ask that police officer just now talking? What measures have you put there to make sure that this thing does not happen again? Nothing. So which means, so where are those things that he was saying that like the trainings and everything is going? How is it working now? We are still where we are, roaming about it like that of the Bermuda Triangle. Nigerians, like I always tell you, the system is not just. We want a proper system. This is the same Lagos you said that they built for you. Abi, if they built that place, you should see the reality on ground. But what we are seeing is the reverse. It means it's all lies. And this is how the indoctrination keep eating you. But for me, I will keep on giving education. Nigeria, we have a lot to do. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Before I move on to Brother Nines, I have a call here, which I'll need to, because I promise I'm going to call back. Just hold on 1 minute. Let's quickly hear from this caller. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello.
Good morning to you, madam. Please talk to us. It's your time now.
How are you, sir?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was saying, with the way Nigeria is now, the repentant Boko Haram, they are all in the force. So what do you expect? So they are doing it just to frustrate the Nigerians and for them to feel as if they are working, whereas they are doing nothing. You know, because any Boko Haram, any repentant Boko Haram, they put them in the police, they put them in the army, they put them in all the whole thing they can put them in. So what do you expect? How do you want that place to get better? All they want is just to destroy that country so that they can be able to Islamize everybody. That's all they want, nothing else. You know, that is just my little contribution this morning, because the way Nigeria is going, Nigeria is dead, The only thing they can do is just to share it. Let everybody go their own way. Because it's not going, I pray it work, because I don't want to see it will not work. Because the way it's going, I don't think that country is to be better in Jesus' name.
Amen. Thank you very much, madam.
My dear.
Thank you so much.
That is just all I want to contribute.
All right.
Thank you.
God bless you, madam. Thank you. Yeah. All right, brother Nice, talk to us, please.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Najawas. Greetings to all my panelists and those on the comment section. Greetings to you all. Who is responsible for this security outfits? Minister of Interior. Go and check who Minister of Interior is. He has no experience about policing. He has no experience. He's a man with agbada, a Fulani for that matter. The last time when they asked for disbanding of what is his name? This police, SAS. Then he said he has to set another police, SWAT. Then they show a training ground that he said he's going to equip them and they need to go for another training. Then we saw a video from the training ground. Police is training with AK-47. How will police be running around with AK-47 in the city? When there is taser, you will see police in UK, in US, all of them, they hold taser with pistol. Then in Africa, you see police running around with AK-47 with sophisticated weapon in the city. In Sabisa Forest, military don't even have AK-47 to use to fight insecurity. The police will be running around with AK-47 in the city. You understand? Later they will tell us they have an accidental discharge. You know, they don't even know that country is just anyhow. Before this case now, we have previous cases. There's a boy, that boy, I think is the only child of the parents. This boy came from South Africa. I think it was 2019. He came from South Africa to visit his parents in Lagos there. That boy was a fan of Manchester United. He went out with friends to go and watch a match of Manchester United. That boy was shot by the police. You understand? Those police were shooting sporadically on the street. A bullet went to touch this guy. That guy was shot when he was watching football. Till today, that case, they swept it under the carpet. So this is not just the first one. We are just this one now. Everybody is raising eyebrow because she's a lawyer. These same police people, I think it's this same police station that did this same one that I'm talking about now. You understand? This governor did not come out to say the same thing that is talking now. This Sanwo-Olu. They swept that case under the carpet. You understand? How will a police running around in a public space with AK-47 with a sophisticated weapon? When we need that weapon in Sabisa Forest to fight Boko Haram, those soldiers don't even have that weapon. The police have it to kill innocent people. There's still another case again, after this one that I just talked about, this boy that came from South Africa that they killed. There's another one that still happened not even 1 month after that guy they killed from South Africa. Those guys, they were in Kekenape. Police stopped them. They were asking them, before these guys explained themselves, they were shot close range in their chest. 2 guys inside Kekenape. My brother, how many we go talk about where those police don't kill? This same guy now, the same way they question this policeman now, this is the same way they ask those policemen, they were covering up for their policemen. That, oh, we are going to investigate the matter. They swept those cases under the carpet. Till today, no justice. How many we go fit talk? And now me they talk any picky with them born for Nigeria, we grow, become a man or a grown-up woman, and nothing happen to that child. Now God now stand with that child. This Buhari that came out to say this now, it's just it just came out to say this, not that he sympathized with them. No, he's used to it. You understand? He's used to the blood of Nigerians. Buhari is used to it. You understand? So all those one when they talk, so when I not let them deceive you now. Buhari is used to this kind of thing. Now this kind of story, now he wanted a year every time. Say, bandit kill 100 Nigerians. And then if you go meet and go tell you that I'm not aware. Then police shoot a lawyer once Nigerian citizen close range. If you go meet and go say I was not aware. So now those kind of story now they like. Then he only excuse we get. He go tell you that I'm not aware. That's all. Thank you so very much.
Thank you, brother. Nice. Thank you so much. Let's talk to Mr. Pansat. Good morning to you, sir. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, Mr. Niger Watch, and my brothers on the panel, Brother Max and Jesus is King, and those in the comment section. Obviously, I would have to associate myself with the remarks of the previous 2 speakers. What is the life expectancy in Nigeria right now? It's like 54 years for men, 55 years for women. Now, if you look at countries such as Ghana, it's 64, going to 65. You look at Cameroon, it's 60. Nigeria is at 55. It's really never been higher than that in a country such as Nigeria. So this woman, Ms. Rahim, it's a special case because she's a learned, beautiful woman in her prime of life. Married woman coming back from church with twins even. And you look at her mothers or the picture that's showing right there. And your heart's just broken and torn apart. You know? What kind of words can we say? Aside from obviously saying that our thoughts and prayers are with her, if she's listening by any chance. I know she's busy right now. Want her to know that we're thinking of her. That may our condolences bring her comfort and her family, and may our prayers ease the pain of her loss. But as far as policy-wise, that's the way you think about policy. Right now is the time to think about policy, not just when a famous or a beautiful person or elite, but it's to do something about our life expectancy in that country. That's no reason why Cameroon and Ghana, even though theirs are still low compared to Japan, which is over 80. So when we're talking about making the country better, I mean, 10 years, that's a whole decade that Ghana and Cameroon are beating us with. Even those there are still low. So there's so much on the table that I would like to go to the G5, the Governor Wike then. But let me first observe a few minutes of silence for this family that's grieving and everybody else who's being killed in our country. Thank you very much. So I would like to talk about the G5, Governor Wike, and I think they tied up with Obasanjo. Oh, by the way, Elvis, I don't know if you noticed that the reporter in that article, the first thing that you showed about the police officer that was talking, his name is Benjamin Hundayen. I wonder if he's related to David Hundayen, who I'm going to mention in a little bit. I'll check to see if that's...
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'll do research about it.
Okay, thank you. So let's look at the G5 meeting. I think they're even having their meeting in top fashion in London, and they're dressed up, and Obasanjo somehow lobbied them. It will be a beautiful thing if they do endorse Peter Obi. It would, of course, be laughable if they don't. I've seen a lot of things happen. Stranger things have happened. So let's just cross our finger. I'm not going to go too much into that. The next other thing I was talking about is Peter Obi. He has transformed Nigerian politics. The dialogue is totally different. He's pushed his agenda up front into the larger discussion. You know, of course, it's unrelated focus on the two broad areas like I have been speaking about in the last 6 months. The dysfunction that we have in the corrosive corruption in our country. He's said, go and verify, and people have looked at it. Like you said in the beginning, he's the only one person that, at least, even his enemies, they haven't come up with anything. Even people who we respect, such as Showore, who have a little bit here and there, Obi has been spared. Not because he's special, it's just that he's carried his life in a good way. And he has discussed the degree to which corruption, sharing money, the way he puts it, abets rather than ameliorate the economic inequality in our country. And he's also talked about his plan to go from consumption to production. But that's the first time I said that without saying consumption first or whatever. I get them all mixed up all the time when I'm talking about that. So we thank God for that. He has broadened his appeal. He's the only candidate that retains his base. All right, don't pay attention to those people who are pointing to people such as this fake billionaire. I forgot what his name is, Otto something, and people like Obj'S and the governor of Anambra State, people like that. The obese people are with him. He has a base, but he's broadened his appeal to key constituents, the youth, people who feel marginalized, be it religiously or otherwise. It's broadened his appeal to the entire country. He's the only one who's doing that. Most people are just in their cocoon trying to hold on to the primordial feelings of Nigerians. So we thank him for doing that. So without much ado, I would go ahead and pass it back to you. Thank you very much, Elvis, for your continuous efforts. Thank you. Yeah.
God bless you, sir, Mr. Pansat. Thank you. All right. We are going to be rounding up soon. We're already over 1 hour. Remember, it's not my duty. I'm only covering for Ima. Okay. Mr. Max, good morning to you, sir. Talk to us on this.
Good morning, Mr. Najawat, sir. I'm happy for this your platform. has given so many of us that wouldn't have a voice, to speak our mind and how we feel. I will maintain the status quo and go straight to what I would like to say. You see, Mr. Niger Watch,
yes,
if you want to see the image of a country, look at the police department of that country. That is where you will see the image of that country. Because the primary or the constitutional, role of every police, civil police or police force of whichever, name it is called, is to protect, is to exert law and order. Law and order. If the police themselves are not disciplined, there are so many things that you can, think about. How are they trained? What is the training facility that is available for them? The government provide for them, the nation, the country provide for them. What is their living standard? Look, let me tell you, my people, I am not making excuse for any of this, let me use pardon my language, any of these stupid police officers. I'm not making excuses for them. Even in the army, Niger Watch, I purchased my own boot in Nigeria and in Liberia. I used my own money to sew my own uniform. You see? And we had advantage because we were, going to outside operations, United UN peacekeeping operations, and the ECOWAS enforcement operations. And in those places, we were paid in dollars. We had opportunity to look nice, to look fine, take care of ourselves, in addition with the money that they are paying us, to appear in the public. But go to the facilities where these people are housed. I do not know. You see, when we are talking about their irrational, the behavior, the bad behavior of a police officer, look at where the police officer is coming from. Go and look at where these people live. Channels TV some time ago, is it 2 or 3 years ago, investigated and had, brought to the limelight how these people, it's as if that it was just like where pigs were kept. They buy their uniform. As I'm talking to you right now, they purchase their uniform with which money? The little amount of money they pay them. These are things that put pressure, psychological pressure on anybody. And when you treat them in this manner, you now arm them to go to the street. What do you expect? The country has failed them. The government, especially this particular one, and those in the past has also failed them. The reforms they put in place, where are the reforms? Have you seen it visible working? It is not working. Everything that is good in Nigeria is on paper. But practicalize in practical, aspect of it, you can't get it. It is not there. And when you talk, they'll tell you say it's a Nigerian factor. You see, these are some of the things. I am not in support of what this guy did because I was also an armed carrier too when I was in active service. The first thing, for you, you have to be cautious. You have to be careful on how you handle your weapon. That is why we call it personal rifle. I have my own assigned to me. Anytime I want to go in, I service it, I put it in order, I put it in the armory. Anytime I am going out, that is the weapon I'm going to take. Nobody signs anybody's rifle because of incidences like this. You see, so this is the country has failed, the nation has failed them. And as you bring out this bad society, the people you put into the force, in the police, the army, the air force, the navy, immigration, custom, name them, are products of this corrupt system. So that is what is going on in that country. The reason why this is in the limelight now is because it affected a member of the NBA. That is why you see, just like the incidents you narrated 3 weeks ago, less than a month, this woman is killed, and inside her were twins. You see, this is the problem. This is the problem. As we speak right now, Mr. Niger Watch, people are killed by the same people, the police in Southeast. People are killed in South-South. People are killed in Southwest. People are killed in Abuja. People are killed all over by these same people as nothing than 50 naira, 100 naira bribe. Because they have nobody to speak for them. That is why it is not in the news. Life goes on. The reason why this is active right now, very, very strong on the national dailies, is because it affected NBA, a member of the NBA. You see, we cannot continue to live in denial. Nigeria is not working for anybody. There is nothing that you would do that is of benefit to other places. Take it to Nigeria, it will be rubbished. It is going to be rubbished because of vested interest, nepotism, man-no-man system. That is what is going on. Those that merit it are not there. But those that don't merit it are the ones that they put there, and they will be dishing out instructions. And there is no country that will work in such a system. It's unfortunate that these things are happening. Those that slaughtered Igboho, some people in Igboho's house, what have they done to them? Those that slaughtered over 32 IPOB members in Nnamdi Kanu's house, show of force, violent force, have they been prosecuted? No, nothing. And the reason why this one is having this kind of attention is because of where it has affected. And if not that it is bad for me to, I would have said it is good. In somehow, maybe they will now be forced to do what is right in that country. For me, the system that cannot guarantee the life and safety of its citizen is a no-no to me. Nigeria has not worked. Since independence, we are complaining. We continue to complain, and we cannot make any, change at all in the system to make the system work fine for people. And for others that are watching that country, rather, it is a killing field for people from the forces, from the armed forces, from individuals, non-state actors, and so on and so forth. That is not a country, my people. The system must be removed. The system must be rejected in such a way that when people come into that country, they will fall in line with the tenets of the institution that are working. Thank you. God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Max. You said it all. The only thing I can add to that is that the system has failed every one of us, every Nigerians, but we are still very hopeful. We are still very hopeful in this 2023 presidential election. We are hopeful that by God's grace, fingers crossed, Peter Obi will emerge as the president of Nigeria. And I believe strongly that we'll start seeing that change that we all have been clamoring for so many decades. But for any reason, they manipulate this election, or the result, or anyhow, to prevent Mr. Peter Obi from becoming the next president of Nigeria, it means that Nigeria will break. Yes, Nigeria will break. For me, I will not be in support of anyone that will be ruling me afterwards.
Mr. Najawatch.
Yes, sir.
There is a video. I will search for that video. I will send it to you. A returning officer in the last presidential election, a returning officer. The man is a professor. And there is another one, an INEC. This is, let me say, it's one of the people that are managing this beaver system and the rest of them. He said something that struck me. He said something that struck me, that over 2-point-something million votes in Southeast is gone. Is gone. I will send you the video. I will send you the video. Sir.
Please send it to us, sir, so we can work on that on
it.
our evening shows. All right. Before we do our last submission, let me quickly acknowledge the people right here with us. I can see more people joined us already. Wakalo, I see you right there. Thanks for joining us. Good morning to you. I can see Mr. Kennedy Garewa. Good morning to you, sir. Thank you very much. Especially Merry Christmas to you. Thank you, sir. I can see Victor Smart. Thanks for joining us. Dr. Alexander Gomez. Good morning to you, sir. Thanks very much for joining us. And thanks for the super chat. God bless you, sir. Always. I can see Madam Rita is with us this morning. Many of you from America will not sleep because I know say na bedtime now. I stay there for that side. And don't join us right now. Thank you very much, Madam Rita, for joining us. And the progressive NG, my brother, thanks for joining us. I appreciate every one of you. We're talking about the things that's affecting you and I. You know, not just the thing that's affecting the people that live in Nigeria, it's affecting every one of us. We should say it how it is. Can see Moses NHA right there just joining us. Thanks for joining us. Adetunde, thanks for joining us. Good morning to you. Nolly77, good morning to you, sir. Thanks for joining us. You know, I appreciate every one of you. We're talking about the state of the nation, state of Nigeria, the situation that is going on in Nigeria, the pathetic situation that is killing almost everybody in Nigeria, the lawless country, Nigeria. I'm talking about it. A country where the law is only suitable for those, you know, that have names. If you don't have names, like my friend normally say, if your papa name not the open window, not the open door, the law will fight you. But if your papa name the open window, the open door, you know what I mean by that? Then you can fight, you know, with the law, or you can use the law to fight. That means, in the bigger word, nepotism. I've been talking about nepotism for a while now. Oh, 5:53 a.m. this morning. Okay. Why Mr. Panzer 2:53? Wow. On our time, and they say America, and all of them are there for that side. America, Canada. Thanks very much, my good people. I appreciate you all always, 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 because one person can't do this. Is there one good? Thanks for joining us. I can see you right there. Thanks very much for joining us. Nepotism have destroyed Nigeria. Nepotism. Who you know? Who are you? It's the biggest problem we have in Nigeria. Like I said before, the reason why they're talking about this late Bolale is because the whole story is everywhere. What about those that have been killed for the past couple of days or even today? As long as you are not known, you are a nobody, they will not talk about you. They are not interested. Remember, this same police station have killed 2 in less than 3 weeks. They're only reacting to this now. That's it. That's why we say that social media is our president, because when things happen in Nigeria, try to have a copy of it. If you can record only 10 seconds of the situation, bring it to social media, you'll get justice. Only 10 seconds. You don't even need to record the whole thing. Get the major part, 10 seconds, where people can relate to. Bring it to social media. It will go viral. Then you get justice, because this satanic government don't like when you expose them on social media. They'll quickly come out and start addressing the whole situation because it's already on social media. But if it's not on social media, forget about it. It's very sad. Very, very sad. I appreciate every one of you. Esiosa Iari, thanks for joining us. I see you all right there. I remember we are here Monday to Monday. Monday to Saturday, 10 a.m. like this for a newspaper review. 5 p.m. we are here talking about the things that's affecting us, holistically in depth, where we have enough time to analyze it properly. Friday is our debate, which is 6 p.m. With the throw share, with the throw bottle, the throw cup. But the funny part of it is that the share bottle or anything, they meet anybody because they're online. Maybe we're doing that debate in a physical ground. Many people for that fight, not be small. Saturday or Sunday, 6 p.m. We're also here every day. On those 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 6 p.m. So yes, always join us. If you're a new subscriber, hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we are here or whenever any of our team is here. So that we can interact like we're interacting right now. Because if you're not on the live broadcast, sometimes you missed out, because I will receive message sometimes, people saying, oh my God, I missed this program. I don't know when I take doing like the divorces topic we talked about last week. A lot of people are still reaching out to us till now. Oh my God, how did I miss this? How did I miss this? I wanted to talk about this and blah, blah, blah. So do you know why? Because the notification bell, you did turn it on. You subscribed though, but the notification bell, you didn't turn it on. Although that topic, we didn't plan it. It just happened. It just happened. But this Saturday, 6 p.m., we are going to have the second episode of that topic. 6 p.m. We are coming to talk about marriages, divorces, who to blame, the men or the women. On Saturday, 6 p.m., endeavor to join us. We're going to be talking about it again. I don't want to make contact me again, say, you don't know when this one will happen. But they announced enough for the past couple of days, say, the next scheduled one is this week, Saturday, 6 p.m. Thank you very much, my people. Let's have a round submission so that we can round up on this. I'll start with Brother Nice. Brother Nice, please talk to us in 2 minutes.
Okay, yeah, thank you, Mr. Najawaj. You see, this is the reason why I always say that it's going to be difficult for Africa to catch up with Western world. You understand? Mr. Najawaj, if you go to watch where all those police security, where they train in Western world here, you will see they train most with their fist. All those judoka, taekwondo, how to disarm people, they do it with their hands. Not everything you resolve with AK-47. That is why these people, they are far to Africa. You understand? These people train with physique, with their fist. Most of the time, you don't see gun around them. Most of what they train with, they train how to disarm people without using weapon on you. You understand? But go and watch our training ground in Nigeria. People will be rolling on the ground with AK-47. Is it everything you have to carry AK-47?
Dancing.
That's why they use AK-47 to keep people very simple. You understand? People will be dancing with AK-47. So it's just, my brother, I live on like that till evening in Nigeria Wash. We have a long way to go in Africa. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Nice. Thank you. We're going to be discussing all this extensively in the evening by 5 p.m. As you know, that is a news review. So, yes, for me, nothing is working in Nigeria. I'm very, very hopeful that we all will look back and smile and reference to how we used to live in Nigeria. By the special grace of God, if our principal, Mr. Peter Obi, emerged as the next president of Nigeria. I'm supporting this man because I want a better Nigeria. I'm not supporting him because he paid me. In fact, I don't want to be paid. I just want a better Nigeria. United Kingdom government did not pay me, but I'm enjoying the country. So if you apply selfishness to it, we go nowhere. I'm enjoying UK. I grew up here. I'm enjoying everything. I studied here. At all my educational levels, I did all here. Life is beautiful. I sleep well, wake up well. I'm not scared. I don't fence my house for here for UK. I don't fence them. I live in the village. It's not fenced. My car is outside, front of my house. Everything is beautiful. Yes, I know one or two might argue, they're the key for UK as well now, but look at the statistic. Obviously, there's crime everywhere, there's killings everywhere, but what is the statistic compared to the country where you and I came from? That's what we are saying. If for the whole year, the crime in the UK is 7% a whole year, that's 7%. If you say, wow, what about the remaining 93%? Everybody is fine. But in Nigeria, can you come here and argue with us and tell us the statistic? Because when people are doing comparisons sometimes, oh no, we're talking about flood the other day. Some people were coming up to say, oh, there's flood in America. One of these leaders in Nigeria, I think it was Festus Keyamo, was saying rubbish. There's flood in America. There's flood in this. There's flood in everywhere. Can you imagine? We should talk about how are we handling the things that's affecting us in the country. These people don't care. Suddenly, Buhari is talking now. 7.5 years, this man did not talk to Nigerians. He's not interested. But suddenly, he's talking now. That one I see finished now. Like, you people, when want to, when election is going on, is when they regard you. After the election, you are not, they don't see you as human, but they see you as cow. They don't care about you. So we must join here together to make Peter Obi win. Because it's the only one. You cannot bring Tinubu back for us. You can't bring Atiku back to Nigerians. It's not possible. As far as I'm concerned, Tinubu is part of this satanic government throughout. Tell me, show me any article where Tinubu advised the president that the way things are going, I don't like it. And he wants to become your president. And he's saying right now that he's going to give you light if he wins. If he did not give you Nigerian light, please remove me for the first 4 years. Right? So why can't he just tell this government now? They still have about 5 or 6 months to go. Tell this government to give us light. You are part of the satanic government. Tell them now. Do it now. Let's believe, sir, this man me well for Nigeria. Let us have permanent life. Let's celebrate permanent life for the next 5 months. It's not possible. Gullible Nigerians are still saying, no, this person I want. I dey laugh unashao. And many of you live abroad. The shameful part of it is that many of you live abroad. You dey from abroad where you live, they dictate for the poor Nigerians to go and vote for satanic APC or PDP. Shameful. It's very, very shameful. I know I'm more escalate this one because now evening one with the talk am I supposed to be. If you are missing our evening show, 5 p.m., you are missing a lot. Come and hear from wonderful, articulate, educated, composed panelists. Come and hear from them. You're not coming to hear from me alone. Me, myself, I learn from these people. When they don't talk, you need to, for me, I dey set, wait for all my panelists. I dey prepare with them. I get my dictionary here. I get my research here. In fact, I feel the look screen. I'm doing research. I'm not looking the mail software. I'm in another page doing research. That's why you see most times when my panelists reference to something, immediately they finish talking, I'll say, hold on, the video, let me play it for you. That's how we work here. We dey walk around the clock. We're not out there, they say, okay, finish, the next person. No, when I'm here. As you are finishing, I'm bringing it to tally what you just mentioned. It's part of what I did in school. I did my dissertation for almost 40,000 words. I actually did my dissertation on Arnold Schwarzenegger. I studied film and media. For some of you, you might know Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger is the main actor. Some people call it Commando. Commando is not his name. The real name is Arnold Schwarzenegger. He did Terminator 2, Judgment Day, and all that. He was once a governor as well. So we are good. You know, they prepare because they meet these people for a year. We just say, I want you to come, bring fake information for them. Now, one of them will tell us, say, no, Naija was, what you bring console? No, you are deceiving us. You can't deceive everybody at the same time. This is one of the things I'm saying. You come on the media, you come on air and lie to people, hoping saying that you get sense pass. No, you can deceive your wife, your husband, your pikin, or your children for home, your papa, your mama. You can't come on the media and be lying like Tinubu is lying. I will give you student loan. The one you promised before you brought Buhari to us, have you fulfilled it? And you are promising another one, and people are laughing for you. People are clapping. A very obvious lie. Festus Keyamo will just come, go, your lie. Channels TV go let her laugh with her, let her go. Dino Malai go come, go lie. I don't understand. Even when I know that as a human being, none of us is perfect. But I cannot just stood so low and come on air and start lying. I don't understand. Are we blind to see that the only stand out and the only hope we have now in this presidential race is Peter Obi? Even though I know that everybody are entitled to their opinion, freedom of expression, freedom of association, but the big but is because you are entitled to this or that. You know, Mr. I want to say you want to jump for Lago. Make I let you jump for. They'll say, I'm entitled, it's my life. I can live my life how I want. I still say you want to jump for Lago. I'll say, jump. No, I go hold you. So it's the same way you that is claiming you are entitled to this or that. I'm telling you, you are doing the wrong thing right now by bringing APC and PDP back to us. It's the wrong thing, my brothers and sisters. If I know you are watching me, because they say now our enemies now they watch us pass. In case you don't know, your enemy now they follow you pass. They know they won't miss anything we talk about. They pretend say I don't watch. I don't now not mind them. Now they watch you pass. They want they if they are patiently waiting for where you will make mistake to use it against you. So I know say you here, my enemy. I know say you here, our enemy. It will be enemy. All of us, Nigeria watch enemy, and we know say you there here, you they will listen to us. We they tell you now, say we not be your enemy, we not hate you. We are only telling you that you are about to make a mistake. That's all. We want a better country. If you love Nigeria so much, may you fair go prove to us, say you move to Nigeria, go stay for there for 1 year. Like me, they do. Go stay there. Feel the pains. May they shoot you. Or feel pass through anything. May they slap you, may police slap you, pass through everything. Go stay for queue, may they wait for fuel. Then maybe if you come, your orientation, your mentality, everything will change. You can't be in the UK or America and be sending message to people back home. Till you go vote for, vote. Can you imagine? And you there abroad. I know they blame the people where they decide the software where still they support all these satanic parties. So because some of them they're hungry, they just need immediate money, and in most cases, some of them will collect the money, they will betray this satanic party, vote for Peter Obi. But what about you that lives abroad that is saying and see what you want? Now article you want. Sad. And money should be this, so you know, say when spirit they lead us like this, you know. If we not control now, this money show now, everything will dissolve everything. You know how it be. You know, sometimes when they vibrate. Now the way till they pay also.
Morning show go come turn to evening show.
Exactly, my brother. This show where they see so they go turn to evening show. Nah. Everywhere go your scatter. Let's move on. Let's hear from okay, we just have Alex joining us right now. Okay, before I'll give 2 minutes to Mr. Pansat again, let's just go straight to Alex. Alex, good morning to you, my brother. How are you doing today? Please have the opportunity to talk to us.
Good morning, Mr. Najawash. Good morning, my fellow panelists. Thank you for the great work. Good morning to those on the comment section and viewers worldwide and those that will watch this video again. I thank you. You know, we are doing what we are doing not because we are paid. It's because we love our nation. There is no other place we can call home. Doesn't matter even if you have estates in Australia, in America, in Canada, in Europe. One day you're going to think about home. It's nature. You must think about home. Something will make you think about home. So that's why you must feast your home. Play your bits. Do your bits. Contribute your part. So what we're doing here is our part. We come to you with facts and figures. We come to you with the reality on ground. We come to you with unbiased reportage. We come to you with revelation intervention as humanitarians and concerned citizens. So we are very happy with the way things are going when it comes to the campaign for Mr. Peter Obi. It used to be either PDP or APC. They've had the opportunity for over 20 years. They couldn't do anything. It didn't take Singapore 20 years to shoot themselves from the third world country into the first world country. So these guys are a bunch of failures. They're a bunch of killers. They're a bunch of thieves. They're a bunch of rapists. They're a bunch of jihadists. So these guys don't mean well for us. They just want to come, steal, kill, and destroy. So now we are saying is enough. Nigerian students are saying is enough. Nigerian parents are saying is enough. Nigerian youth are saying is enough. Nigerians living in diaspora are saying is enough. Nigerian landlords are saying is enough. Nigerian children are saying is enough. Give us our country back. And we are taking it back with our PVC, with our massive emancipation for Mr. Peter Obi. Nobody can stop us. There is no stopping us now, and we will not be stopped. Even we cannot stop ourselves. Even Obi can't stop us. This is far more than Mr. Peter Obi. Obi can't even go back right now. He's going to set the country ablaze. So they know it's now or never. It's a fight of our lives. Is to make or mar this country. So I'm very happy. They thought it was a joke about a year ago, about 8 months ago, about 7 months ago, about 6 months ago, 4 months ago, 3 months ago. They thought it was a joke.
We started the journey here.
Of course. Everybody is now, key into it now, and I'm very happy. It reminds me of the slave trade abolitionists. People came together among the slave trade dealers. They got, their conscience pricked them to say, this is inhuman. People who own slaves started freeing slaves. They started lobbying to different congresses of different governments of the Western world. They started having meetings and debates. They fought in those debates. They wounded themselves with pain and different things, with chairs. It ended most times in fiasco. So we are on the right track. And we are sending strong signals to them that this is not the nation we want. We want to take our country back. Give it back to us. It belongs to us. It's our fatherland. We own the land. We are citizens. The people, the power in the people are more than the people in power. So this is the time we build our country. And I see a massive influx of diasporans back home from next year. It's going to happen. Let me tell you, this is the first time the Kaduna Mafia is divided. That is a very strong body that controls Nigerian politics. They are the ones behind Dangote's group. They are the one who talked about who is going to be who in any state in politics. They call it democracy, but in the real truth, this has never been a democracy. We are the ones to make it the first democratically elected president. We know how Buhari came to power in 2015 and in 2019. We know there are still a lot of litigations here and there in the legal luminary. So this is the first time they are afraid of the voices of the people. The youths, the young people are frustrated. There is no future. How can you live in a nation with no basic amenities, with no water to drink, no light to do your business? There's no security to take care of children. Women are being raped. Children are not cared for in the medicals. You go abroad for medical trips. All of you do that. And you think it's going to continue like this. How can you destroy a nation with no infrastructure? Look at the roads are not going. And to crown it all, you unleashed 6 million killers with 6 million AK-47s. You said it on TV that you have more than 6 million AK-47s, and you know AK-47 is not a poor man's business. These are the work of politicians and wicked businessmen who want to keep Nigerians in perpetual slavery, and we are breaking forth. So at some point, the slave trade abolitionists, they started making progress. Abolition started in different parts of the world. America started it. British, French, Portuguese, everybody keyed into it. And today is a thing of history. Nigerian way of life right now, the wickedness going on in Nigeria is about to become history. We are very close. Don't be distracted. Don't be cajoled or cajoled into buying out. I want to speak to my brothers and sisters back home with me here. Listen, I know it's not easy. I know things are difficult. I know the dollar to naira issues has made the prices of foodstuff go so high that even the poor people can't feed. It's not easy to reject 5,000 naira in the face of hunger. Like Mr. Peter Obi said, if you have no choice, if you have to feed, if you have to take that money from them because it's your money they'll give it back to you, pick it up and vote Mr. Peter Obi. Because we cannot afford another 4 years or 8 years of wicked men and women in power. Of course, they know if they try to rig elections, it's the end of the country. This time is not going to be like NSAS. We have a surprise for them. It's going to be a big surprise, a very big one. There will not be airport anymore. There will not be seaport. Do not think you have Fulanis at sensitive positions. No, people are going to be running a taskata for their own lives, not to protect anybody. The uniformed men and women are going to join the poor Nigerians to reclaim this country. It happened during the NSAS. So something is coming. They know. It's like a diffusion. It's like an osmosis of knowledge everywhere around the nation. So, Nigeria, I want to thank you and your team for your consistency, for the work you are doing. We cannot write the new Nigerian history without adding Nigeria Watch. It's impossible. Another sister platform who did a great work, who touched light and beam the searchlights of justice, the searchlights of anti-corruption, the searchlights of human rights, the searchlights of transparency, the searchlights of a better life for Nigerians. We cannot write this history without adding you and your panelists. History beckons, guys. We are very close and we will get it. We will win. We can do it. We are there already. That is why you are seeing the political hiki-haga in different political structures. I'm very happy with where things are going. The youth are still knocking at the INEC offices, collecting their PVCs. On that day, they can't try any nonsense to tell us the voting card, the voting machine is not working. It will work. When you look at our face, the machine will work. We are not going to smile with you on that voting day. You tell me my card is not copied by the machine. When you look at my face, I make man or woman. It will work. Don't worry. It will work. So thank you.
Thank you very much, my brother Alex.
Let me just use 1 minute to quickly talk about Buhari's. Buhari seems to be aggrieved, furious over the killing of Lagos lawyer. This is mercy after death. We don't need his furiousness. We don't need his hypocritical deposition. We don't need his political hypothesis now. He has been a failure. He's a killer. He is a criminal. He should be arrested immediately his tenure is over and taken into custody for investigation. And if he's found guilty, he should be tried for crime against humanity, for corruption, and for treasonable felony. For the way he has run Nigeria from bottom to top.
We need those under him Osima just to be picked up. We don't need this last minute messing. No, we don't need it. They'll be killing us. They should continue, but their days are numbered. So we should not be we should not be deceived by Buhari's, 11th hour mercy, showing up here and there on different fora, different symposium to talk to us. We don't need him. Where has he been all this while? Do we not believe the fake Buhari has run away? Is he now, they just brought the real one to start talking to us? We are not fools. Why are they still keeping Nnamdi Kanu if those speculations are not true? Why did they go after him all out? Why? So these are questions that you begin to ask when you see a man who calls himself a president for 7.5 years, who has kept this nation in bondage, who has slaughtered his own citizens, who has unleashed killers nationwide, coming to show us some sympathy. We don't need his sympathy. To hell with him. He should keep his sympathy and furiousness to himself. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, my brother Alex. For me, I think all these responses, I've mentioned it before from the beginning of this broadcast, that all are fake, including the Commissioner of Police, Buhari, and many others. It's fake because they are responding to this because it's already viral. That's why.
And now, because it's election time too, it's a very sensitive time.
Exactly. So it's fake because if somebody was killed in the same police station just 3 weeks ago, they didn't talk about it. Nobody addressed it. Nobody went there to go and be signing all this paper that you are seeing they are doing now with Bolale. Nobody went to the house of the person that was killed. Nobody went to see the parents of the person that was killed. Nobody. But why are they doing all this now? Because, yes, election is around the corner. Okay. Let me hear from the next person here is Mr. Pansat. Please talk to us in 2 minutes. Let's wrap up.
Thank you very much. And wow, the wonderful, powerful oratory of Alex here. And the art of informing us, persuading us through use of speaking skills. And we appreciate all that. And like he said, I would like to encourage the new campaign DG, Mr. Akin Osuntokun, yeah. I'm encouraging him to look our way here at Niger Watch. The former DG was good. We loved Mr. Okupe. I think that he was it's a big shoe to fill. I also want to encourage Labour Party. I see their activity with Njenje Media, who's good. But this particular platform, it's a private platform that they dedicated to Peter Obi, and it's actually the one that brought me. I don't know who Peter Obi was. And I get spiritually filled when I hear people from other tribes trying to make the country better. So I'm encouraging Mr. Osuntokun to find a way to make use of the resources we have here. There are a lot of very, very powerful speakers here, dedicated patriots. Some of the women who are here, Madam Rita, and so many others. There'll be a big resource. Now, I wanted to mention earlier that one of the reasons why I want these G5 governors to endorse P2B, it's during election and after the election, we're going to need those people to make sure that nobody tries to rig the election, and if they did, they'll be caught. Mr. Wike will be a very good person to be in this camp for that. So now, I know that we're closing up here. I have only 2 minutes. I wanted to alert you to a story that I believe is going to be making the rounds in the next day or two, and that is the Nigerian Senate passage of a controversial water bill, and they were doing it clandestinely. This guy doesn't understand what's going on in the country, right? How are you going to pass a bill to take people's property and land and resources? He didn't learn his lesson from trying to run for president while he's running for Senate president as well. And he was shut down by the courts Buhari, nobody could save him. So I want you to bear in mind that they tried to take advantage of the Christmas night, and they tried to pass speed run a controversial bill through the House, so that this water bill will pass before Christians return back to the Senate. So this is a big story. I believe that once you research it, we're going to be discussing that in the next day or two. Let me see, what else did I want to touch on here? Well, we'll see you this evening. We're very proud of you. Don't give up, Elvis, with your team. And if anything, you should also try to make contact yourself with Mr. Osuntokun and the new DG, so that we can be able to help whatever we can do. I can only do it from this platform because I trust this platform. It just shouldn't be in Ginger Media that should be getting some action. We should get some action here as well. So with that, right. I rest my case. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Pansat. Everyone can join here together to make this happen. Like I said before, whatever we're doing for Peter Obi today, I don't have any contact or communication or anything with them. I just want a better Nigeria. So anybody can join here together to make this happen. So I think we're already doing our best. So I want others here to go extra miles to also do theirs. That's what we're doing here. Thank you, sir. All right. Mr. Max, talk to us in 2 minutes.
Thank you so much, Mr. Najawatch. You see, the day Nigerians voted Buhari into power was the day I knew that there is going to be a very serious problem in the country. For those of you that don't know, I was in his house around old Gamji Bank, along Race Course Road, Kaduna. If you are going to Hamdala Hotel through the Race Course Park, his house, he share wall with Yaradua. So I used to be a guard commander in his house, and when I used to be there, he was very, very good to everybody, irrespective of where you come from. But today, I don't know if that is the real man that I was with for, I think, about 4.5 months. What he eats in his kitchen is what is going to serve those, the security that are guarding him. Everybody equal. I do not know what happened this time around, where I expected him to do the needful for Nigerians. So rather, he dabarued everything and brought misery, bloodshed to the people of Nigeria. In fact, Nigeria has never seen it worse as it is today. For the woman, I just want to say, with a heavy heart, and pray that the husband, God will give him the fortitude, the strong will to bear the loss of his wife. It is not easy. I don't know how he is feeling wherever he is right now, but they should remember that everything worketh for good to them that love God, be it good or evil. Thank you, and may God bless you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Okay. My brother Alex, please use 1 minute now to talk to us. You just finished talking. Let's round up. Brother Nice already using minutes already. So let's round up. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Najawas. Thank you, my dear panelists.
We won't ask a last question.
Okay, go on, please. Go on.
Ask the question. Go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Alex, you said the last time that Obaseki light has not got into your house. Have you had the light now? Because he said he's going to lighten up all the houses in Amagba.
Obaseki, for me, is a monumental failure and a criminal. There's no light in Amagba Road. There's no light in Ugbo GRA, Akionbare, the main GRA, even government quarters. There's no street light there. I can bring videos for you. You can send your team. That's why I love this platform. You cannot come here and lie. He's a liar. He show you Ring Road and a few places.
Akpakpava, Sapler Road, finish. What about the other places? That's just 3 or 4 streets. For God's sake, the guy is fraud. Are you aware that somebody is already accusing him of $300,000 bribe collected? Danobi is speaking already. The guy is a criminal. He deserves to be arrested too. Once his time is over.
We already have that information with us. I think we need to address it tonight.
So
it's going to be part of what we're going to be addressing tonight.
And I didn't even know. And I didn't even know. I just said it now. No, so you can say that we don't come here to lie.
Obaseki lied to people that he paid and he did this and all that. So there are more confession. There not be many of them are confessing right now. So even Bede Yama also confessed again last night. So all of them is confessing. Let them confess. Maybe they'll confess more before.
Danobi is with Governor Wike. He has learned how to expose people now. Everybody has learned from Wike how to say the truth. So my dear brother, to answer your question, you have a
focus on that so that we'll talk about it later.
I'm just answering him. Okay. Dear brothers and sisters, we are on this together. The whole country is ablaze with Mr. Obi's fire. Everybody's waiting patiently with anger in their hearts. So let's not be discouraged. And I believe that when the time comes, God will give us good leaders. Obi is going to make a very great cabinet of intellectuals and people who are capable, anti-corruption oriented people who wants to rebuild like the biblical Nehemiah. So I'm very happy with the way things are going, and I want to thank Naija Watch and other platforms who think like us again, that our children are born are saying thank you from the spirit world. They will come and read about us, appreciate us for creating a better country. We are not saying Obi will change Nigeria overnight, but he's going to lay the foundation. And when the foundation is strong, people can build easily as time goes on. So thank you. I'm waiting for you in the evening. Thank you.
Yeah, I just want to put this. Mr. Naija Watch.
Yeah,
I still watch the poll right now. Obi is leading largely. Obi is 22 plus. Tinubu is 12. Atiku is 9. Wike Kwankwaso is 2. So Obi
that's the third pool now. That's the third or second pool now, and he has been leading all of them.
Which poll is that? Is that a new one today?
Yeah, the one I'm talking about now, the new one. Yeah.
I saw one last 2 days too. Obi also won 50%. The rest of them shared 50. So I'm very optimistic. People are really waiting.
We're addressing all this by 5 p.m. I already have all these details, so I don't really want to bring them here. So by 5 p.m. we'll address all this. Like I told you guys before, whenever we are on air or off air, we are doing researching. We are researching what we're going to be talking about in the next broadcast. So everything is with us. You see, when you mentioned about Obaseki just now, I was telling you everything is with us. So we have all of them. You know, we receive lots of informations every day. The one we can verify, the one that is coming from a legitimate platform is the one we bring here. Although we receive more information that cannot be verified, but we can't bring it here because of the name that we are building for ourselves. Thank you very much, my people. A premiere is going on right now on the video that we played yesterday evening. In case you missed that, you can join that premiere to listen to our wonderful panelists, how they analyze the whole situation that is affecting us in Nigeria. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate every one of you. Siosa, Yari, thank you very much. I read all your articles right there. Thank you. God bless you all. I appreciate you all. Mother of all, Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much. Greatest mommy of all. James Morgan, God bless you. God bless you all. Vic Tutu, I see your comment as well. I read it. Thank you, my people. I appreciate you all. Please, like I said, Ima could not come today. In fact, let me say it, Iris. Ima doesn't have light and she don't have petrol to power her gen. That's why she could not come. That's the situation we find ourselves, you know, in Nigeria. So she called me in the last minute, telling me, sir, I can't do this broadcast. No light, no fuel in Lagos, no light, nothing. The situation, and because of that, they are abroad, I think things are just okay. Nothing is okay. When you see Alex is shouting, people say, Alex, you think they shout. You there abroad, they say Alex too, they shout. You there your comfort zone, they tell Alex where they inside the pain, say it too, they shout. You know, check the people that is accusing Alex on this platform. Yeah, it too, they shout, calm down, blah, 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 blah. They're in abroad. They're in abroad. The way I'm enjoying wonderful life now. Yeah, they're enjoying it with me. They will be attacking unless that is in Benin, facing the pains. Iman could not do the broadcast today. Okay, what about if I was in Nigeria as well? You know, maybe I find myself in a situation that I cannot do it as well. The broadcast will be abolished. This is where we find ourselves. Nothing is working. As far as I'm concerned, as for now, nothing is working in Nigeria. Nothing at all. Tell me what is working. The only thing that is working is what you created for yourself. What you have inside your living room, inside your compound. Once you drive out of your compound, nothing is working anymore. And once you drive out of your compound in Nigeria, you're on your own risk. Anything can happen to you. It's sad. We must change this. We got to change this. If you are still thinking, if you are sitting on the fence, please join us. We have to change this. Because if you think it not concern you, it go concern you. It go affect you. Someday, certainly, it go affect you. Thank you very much, my people. Join us by 5 p.m. The premiere is going on now. You can join us. God bless you all. 5 p.m. I'll see you all again. Let's continue with our research so we can have more content to bring for you. Bye for now, and God bless you all.
But one thing I forbid is telling myself a lie, because to thine own self be true. There is nothing on the table for me to use to defend APC. Nothing. And that is why when both of them are talking, I don't know what both of them are still waiting in their parties. They should make a competition on who failed more. The competition between PDP and APC is who failed more, because both of them are failures.
Well, respond to that.
You know, the last time I heard him talk, he said he was blind, and now that it's obvious he's still blind, he's not seeing.
In 1 minute.
No,
right.
yes. The APC person, they hired a drug trafficker by the judgment of a court, and he has not resigned. Drug trafficker by the judgment of a court.
Yeah, but no
PDP,
court has ruled on that drug trafficker that you talk about.
No, not 10 districts of Illinois courts, certified true copy, drug baron. The PDP man talking is talking about Atiku Abubakar. William Jefferson was sent to jail in America, and he said $100,000 bribe he took from Atiku Abubakar. Moreover, President Obasanjo said the worst mistake he has made on earth is hiring Atiku Abubakar to be the vice president. That is the most corrupt person on earth. Has he resigned? Doyin Okugbe resigned. Now, PDP, APC, two heads, one monster with two heads, PDAPC. Now, Dino Melaye and Atiku Abubakar left PDP, joined APC. Okay. They were the ones that brought Buhari to power. They destroyed APC, they destroyed PDP and enthroned APC. I was not in APC then.
Does your Peter Obi have what it takes to change all of this dynamics in 30 seconds?
Peter Obi is on a mission.
What's that mission?
To stop the deterioration of Nigeria.
All right.
Peter Obi has a mission to change Nigeria from poverty to prosperity. Peter Obi has a mission with Dati Ahmed, a man of character, capacity, competence, to change this Nigeria.
Thank you very much.
And two of them, I'm inviting them to join this new way.
Gentlemen,
because they
have to say thank you very much.
Ancient of days, how old as you are, how old as you are. Never change. Ancient of days, as old as you are, as old as you are. You will never change.
obedient and useful. Our great Nigeria is possible. Our great Nigeria is very possible. For better infrastructure, for better life, yeah, my people. For better roads, yeah, for better hospitals and health, yeah, hey. For lights today, for everything to work for us, for Nigeria. Yeah. No more hunger. Obi for better Nigeria. Obedient and useful. Obi, yeah. Obi, yeah. I'll be obedient and useful. Obi, yeah.